I'm driving a 2011 Toyota Tundra. It's a base model. It has electric windows, but it doesn't have electric mirrors. It didn't have cruise control, but I did some research and found out how easy that was. I made a video on how to install cruise control. Now the windshield wiper is basically on and off. It has a couple of speeds, but there's no intermittent. So I'll show you what it's like when it's on. It's just non-stop, and it goes faster. I guess it's got 2 speeds. So I thought, well, maybe I can replace this windshield wiper switch, which is here, with an intermittent. So I bought one off of eBay, and it arrived today. So I am going to attempt to do that and see if it works. And it should be pretty easy too. I think there might be a screw on the bottom. I can't remember, but there's a screw right there. And then you turn the wheel the other direction. There's a screw right there. And then this cover comes apart, and then it's easy to access the windshield wiper module. I'm thinking maybe I will have to take the airbag out again like I did for the cruise control. But maybe not. I'm going to double check that, and then I'll continue this video with me replacing the windshield wiper switch. See if I can get intermittent. Well, I looked at another video, and supposedly all you do is take those 2 screws out. So I've got the truck running so I can turn the steering wheel. I pulled that screw out. Now supposedly it just separates somehow or another. Let me play around with that for a second. It's supposed to just come apart. There's a crack right there. Let's see if it'll come apart. So I've got a small flat screwdriver that I put down in the gap that was here. Pop that loose. Did the same thing on the other side. So now this is loose, and looks like probably slide out of there if I needed to. I got the sun right in my eyes. I might have to turn my truck around. Supposedly, that thing just pops right out of there. Let me take a better look at it. There's what you're looking at. There's supposed to be a couple clips you release and 2 wiring harnesses. Let me see what it takes to get that out of there. Okay, as you can see, I have it loose. It took me a minute to figure out how to get it out of there because they just talked about it snapping in and out. But if you look right where my thumb is, I'll get the new one out here. You can probably see it better. There's a little prong right there. So you have to push on the end of it right there with a screwdriver, and it'll release this tab, and then it'll pull out of there. And now I've got to get the 2 wiring harnesses off, and that's supposed to be as easy as pushing in right here and then pulling on it. So let me try that and see if it works. So I got those disconnected. So if you reach your arm under the steering wheel and use your thumbnail, you push right on the center of the connector and it'll release it, and pull the big one out first. Gives you a little more room. Then you can use your thumb or a screwdriver, release the small one, pull it out of there. Now I should be able to just hook up the new one, snap it into place. It'll go behind this little hole right here for a retainer, and it should be done. So let me try that. Well, I got it installed. It was not as easy as you'd think it would be because it wasn't lining up right. I thought maybe it was made wrong, but I took it back out and compared it to the other one. They looked exactly the same, so I just kept wiggling around. I finally got these grooves to line up in here, and then it snapped right into place. If you plug in the big wiring harness first and then the smaller one, that seems to be easier. You want to unplug the big one first and unplug the small one first. Let's see how it works. All this work It's actually pretty easy, about as easy as installing the cruise control. Turn the key on. Turn the key on. That's on. Huh. Oh, let's see here. Okay, that should be on. Yep. It's now being intermittent. So that's the smaller setting. And that means it, which is weird. So the smaller setting takes longer, and the bigger setting is faster. But it works. I now have intermittent windshield wipers, and I have a cruise control. And like I said, this is a base model Tundra. It did not come with intermittent wipers and cruise control. It's pretty easy to do. I think about anybody can do it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm always working on different vehicles and trying to figure out how to do stuff and share it with other people. Thanks again for watching. I thought I would just add, you do need to shut the car off, take the key out to get the bottom shroud to come off. Once you separate those, you have plenty of room. You don't want to, I don't think you can, I don't think you want to try to remove this top one completely. Just get it up out of your way. There's a slot over here, so it goes over the gear shift. The bottom one drops down, and then you've got the room to work on it. But this, there's a piece of rubber back here, and it's connected to the dash up above and to the shroud. So don't yank that baby out of there. Thanks again for watching.